Hi, my name is Austin Haley, and this is for the online assignment for the interview. The person interviewing me is Stephanie Gray, and I appreciate her interviewing me and helping me complete this assignment. So you may begin whenever you want.
Okay, Austin, I just have a few questions for you. Can you indicate why or how your interest in medical school developed?
I like to think that medical school developed progressively throughout my life. I started wanting to become a medical professional at the beginning of my life, and I've taken steps towards that throughout, but it originated with my family. I have two family members that are practicing right now. They're both orthopedic surgeons, and I've been able to be embraced in their lifestyle and their atmosphere, and they've really helped me to decide what I want to do and show me all the benefits and hardships that this profession provides.
Okay, so what have you done to demonstrate your commitment to this profession?
Like my progressive mindset for this, I've also progressively taken steps once I become mature enough to do them. So I started by knowing that becoming a professional healthcare professional requires good grades, so I diligently tried to do that. And also, when I was an appropriate age, I was able to participate in 2 summers of leadership programs and various shadowing opportunities at the Florida Hospital and in the hospital in Alabama. And I was able to really embrace the medical field as a whole and able to complete research and various projects and able to follow physicians in the clinic setting and also the operating room.
Okay. So indicate how and why you chose your major.
So my major is cell and molecular biology, and I was just so interested in that field. I mean, I've studied it for 3 years now, and I feel like I've not even scratched the surface of what this major has to offer and what the biology of humans and life in general has to offer. And so I decided that's what I wanted to do because it involves the medical profession, and it also will help me become a better person as I study really how life operates and how to interact with other people because of that.
Okay, so what would you say that your favorite class would be that you took?
Right
for
now,
this
I'm
major?
taking 2 main science courses of my coursework, and that is biochemistry and cell biology. And the favorite as of right now is cell biology. And I really enjoy that class because it takes things down to such a deeper level of the cell. Even something as simple as a human cell can have so much to offer for it and so much complexities but it's so fundamental. And if the one thing is missing, then life can't operate. And so that's so interesting to me. And each semester I kind of progressively study the cell, and I think next semester will be the molecular biology of the cell and gene, and it all correlates to how our bodies run, and very, very interesting to me.
So how has this choice benefited you both professionally and personally?
I think it would help me. It's helping me become a better person from the standpoint is I respect life so much more when I understand how complex it is and how important it is and how it's not something to take advantage of from the standpoint is that you have to be so careful when dealing with people, both in an operational setting, but also emotionally when you're looking at the cells of the brain and you know how people can react to different things. I think it really, once you delve deep into the really minute aspects of it and the complexities, you appreciate it more, and that has helped me personally, and I think will help me in the future professionally as well.
Okay, very good. So describe your ideal life in, say, 10 years.
In 10 years, I hope to have completed or just about to complete a surgical residency. As of right now, I would love to go into surgery. And if I could choose right now, it would be orthopedics. But I know going throughout the medical school process and all the testing that you go through for medical school, it could change. And there's going to be so many interesting fields when I go through rotations. But I hope to be completing some sort of surgical residency, maybe completing a fellowship at that time as well.
Okay, so in those 10 years, you said that orthopedics would be your field of choice at this moment. Have you ever thought about a second choice at this point, or just going through that?
Luckily, throughout my life, I've had so many great opportunities to shadow different doctors, and they bring in such a variety of different experiences that seem so attractive to me. Specifically, I've been able to shadow a cardiologist and also a general surgeon for an extended period of time, and both of those seem like great ways to serve the community, and just great ways to help people. And I would be so honored to be able to learn all of the different procedures that I have to do, and to just do my best to make an impact in that particular field. So I have thought about other fields besides orthopedics.
Okay. So professionally, I understand where you want to be in 10 years. And what would you say personally? Where would you like to be?
So right now, one of the extracurricular activities I participate in is wrestling. I'm part of the USF Wrestling Club, and I also help out at a local high school around my house. So I would love to continue to participate in that, and I would love to further that aspect of my life, and maybe even become a coach of a club wrestling team, or just in any way be able to volunteer or help in that kind of setting. So that's one of the things I would love to continue to participate in.
Okay. All right. And is there anything else that you would still be working on, that you're currently working on, that you can think of?
So over the summer, I was able to participate in a research program, like I previously said, and one of the projects that I worked on was about blood transfusions, and that really interested me because I've always assumed, blood transfusion is a good thing. It's good medicine, and it helps people. But in the project, the data shows that there's actually more to that, or there could be more to that. And so I was really interested in the particular procedure that I researched on was after pancreatic duodenectomies, and how patients did post blood transfusion versus non-blood transfusion. And so I would love to continue to work at the research skills that I was able to develop some, and hopefully develop even more projects. And so interested in the field of research.
Okay. Describe a time when something negative happened to you, or when you went through something difficult, but which in hindsight could have been viewed positively.
That's a very good question. Like I previously said, wrestling is something that I do extracurricular, and there's been several times throughout my wrestling career that I've lost some very important matches, and it's been so frustrating, and I just thought this was the end of the world, this negative, because I'm so competitive, and my nature is very competitive. And looking back on those high school experiences and even some college experiences, I really think I've grown from those trying times and those trials, and how I now can view them as I use those losses as motivation to further my skill set in wrestling, and also in character and learning how to deal, because no one's going to be perfect, and that's one important thing of life, is trying to figure out how you deal with problems and how you deal with